What's up, everybody? This is Tim Dog with the Mile High OUTKAST. Thank you all for tuning in. We got a great show tonight, and we also have a guest that everybody knows. So, what we're gonna do here tonight is just do a little quarterback talking about the past the haunting of Broncos past, more likely. So, you know what? Let's just get into it.
In the shadow of the Rockies where the orange burns bright, we ride with the outlaws under stadium lights. Mile high, we fly, no chains combined. This podcast a rocket and the altitude's kind.
Turn it up, let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown, every beat's a chase. With a mile high outcast. Broncos, we broadcast. Climbing, never falling fast. Full of mile high blast.
What's up, Mr. Weaver? How you doing over there, Jake?
Oh, dude.
Look who's here. Hey, look who's here. Look who's here.
Oh, Bill, Bucky, the whole gang's here tonight. And, I can say this now in some consistency, Tim. It wouldn't be a Mile High OUTKAST if I weren't here. Okay?
4 straight weeks. This man,
I know.
I couldn't get him on for a whole year. 4 straight
I was gonna say you got the right guilt trip in at the right time because as soon as you said that I'm like, oh, fucking hold my beer, someone. Here I go.
He came a running for all of us, for all the fans out there. Jay, how you feeling, man? How was your week?
Yeah, dude, it's been good, man. Just been summertime schedules of children and hockey. I got summer hockey, so we're always doing training in that. And my stepson, I want to brag a little bit, real quick. My stepson won a state track regional or a regional track meet. He won state already, but won a regional track meet in the 100 and 200 meter dash. So he is 10 years old. And he is the fastest kid, has the fastest times and the fastest averages in like 6 states. And now he's going to nationals in LA. So
that's insane, dude. Congrats for him, man. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me do this.
He's a beast.
Let me do this before I forget.
He's a beast, dude. I got 3 beast kids, man, that are just crazy athletes. So it's an exciting time to be a dad in the Weaver household.
You know what, bud? I don't want to hear that. I got 4 girls and none of them like sports at all.
Yeah,
Never
dude,
wanted
that's
to
so
play.
rough.
I think my Yaya. I think she might do some volleyball. Maybe try it out at least. But
Yeah.
they really haven't done anything, man. I grew up in rec ball and then Legion. That word might be a little out of your generation, but before competitive, we used to play Legion ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but yeah. So I mean, man, kudos to your stepson, man. That's awesome. I always love to hear. I'd love to hear that, man. I mean, what does he run? I mean, I know he's in track, obviously, but like, what does he have a certain like? Does he run the 40 or does he?
He runs the 100 meter dash and the 200 meter dash. So he's a sprinter. Like his dad was a Nebraska Cornhusker. He was, so like he's got crazy genes. So, I mean, he's like destined to play football. So he's going to be nuts.
Bro, that's insane. I love to hear that, man. I always love to hear that. That's so 2 of the sports you're talking about are 2 of the sports I've never coached. So I've coached football, and I always did this as a volunteer. I didn't know the kids before,
Dude, it's so important to volunteer in sports. We talk about sports all day long here, Tim, but like honestly, where it matters is like kids and people just learning sports. Like that's where you can make such a positive impact to people as us like sports vets here.
Absolutely, bud. I totally 100% agree with you, man. When I volunteered for football, we used to call it the hole. So we practice. So I coached in a league that was like the poorest league out of the rec ball, like literally the poorest league. Oh, the bowl we used to call it, not the hole, the bowl. And bro, when it got to October, the temperature would drop. We called it the hole for a reason. You had to walk down 10 yards, and it was this big, just round grass. It wasn't a football field by all means. And, man, we used to get cold out there. And, bro, I mean, the funnest part about it is when the kids weren't listening, I had hills so they can do bear crawls on. I'm like, you guys want to listen? Bear crawls. I wouldn't make them do it if they were doing a good job, but if they didn't want to listen. But then I also did you remember bear crawls, Jay?
Oh yeah, dude, I hated that shit. Dry land training for hockey coaches was not nice.
Bro, I've never actually played the sport hockey. To be honest with you, I've never played the sport hockey. I love it to death, as you know. We talk about the Avs all the time.
Sure.
I'll give you a little history. I had no clue what the hell hockey was. When we first got the Avs, me and my older brother Terry, we're like, what is offsides? What is this?
Oh, sure, dude.
What does icing mean? Like, we had no clue what was going on, but we're like, the Avs and at that time, their biggest rival, the Red Wings, right?
Yeah.
That's how we got started watching it, bro. It's like, man, this is sick. Look at these guys. They just get a fight on the. We had no clue what it was, bro. And the more and more we watched it, the more we developed an IQ for it. Dude, if your kids are out there killing it in hockey, man, that's nice, man. I mean, and especially if they love it and want to go, because I know that your hockey practices take up a lot of your time after work. So, I mean, kudos to you as a dad, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what it's all about. You know, all the little tykes grow up to NFL stardom. So, and then they talk, we talk about them and all our little internet shows do, man. So,
yeah. We're trying out here, right?
Circle of life.
Hey, we're trying as dad, coaches, and podcasters. Yeah. We're doing something right.
Dude, I mean, seriously. And, man, it takes one thing. Who knows? Who knows? Gosh. Who knows who was in the ear of Jonah when he was 5 years old, 6 years old, growing up, just a young buck in the world trying to make it, man. On the precipice of greatness.
Does anybody else want to fill Jay's spot? I can't do this again. No.
I mean, I wasted no time. What is that? Oh, we got 13 minutes in here. That's pretty nice of me in and itself. I said a couple nights ago that we're not going to talk about Jonah, but that only goes on Tuesday nights.
Did you see my comment? I go, thank goodness, Jay. And you're like, not on your show, Tim. You go, not on your show.
That's why I'm here 4 weeks in a row, Tim. Okay, just to gush about my man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So first thing I want to do is, so we have a show. It's called No More Revolving Door. Okay, what we're gonna do. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Johnny for this special graphic that he made, and the reason Bo Nix is up top of the mountain because all those falling quarterbacks that just a revolving door of quarterbacks, right, Jay? Do you get it?
It's horrible,
so,
man.
It was nothing. It was 10 years of oh my gosh. But we have our franchise quarterback now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take you back to a certain place in time. Jay, are you willing to run the comments like you've done for the past 3 weeks?
Absolutely. I was just gonna say,
whenever you want to do it, man. That's all.
We can laugh about this era only because we're out of the pit of misery. So it's only right, I guess now. But let me get to some comments. We got Shy Vargas in the house, obviously up, the number Shy? 1 hype man in the world.
Bro, hold on. Shout out to Shy, man. You killed it on Broncos Bros. I was on that episode with Broncos Bros. Shy, you got a knack for this podcasting, and everyone go watch his TikTok live. So, I mean, that guy doing great things, Shy. Appreciate you.
100%. He gets one of these. I mean, might as well.
Yeah,
Uncle Todd in the house. Tim, not Tina. Spell check got me.
you
It's gonna say Tim. I can always call you Tina. I'm gonna remember that.
I kind of
Uncle
look
Todd.
like a. I guess I kind of look like a Tina. I don't know.
Either way,
Thanks.
you know.
Thanks, Uncle Todd.
Maybe from the side.
That's my dog. Big shout out to my Uncle Todd.
The man, the myth, the legend, obviously the graphic designer of the night that we'll, present here in a second. But I also wanted to shout out, that one too. Also wanted to shout out Johnny, because today I got myself a orange and blue hat from the Vibes store, as I'm gonna start calling it. And so we're gonna have
dope.
some discussions.
I did see that. I did see that in the group, but that is sick, man.
I want to, before I start mass distributing links and whatnot, I need to talk to Johnny about just making sure we're okay and we can handle the volume here. So,
or you can just ship it over to me. That's.
Well, I might do that. It might be a Christmas present under the tree, Tim. Okay? What's up, Shy? I always appreciate you. And then, your two girls, again, I don't know how they do it so fast, but back to back again, the same timestamp. They are like, all right, ready, go. And they all go at the same time.
That's
terrific.
I've been telling them, you've been saying they must be having a contest, which they don't, but they started laughing. They you know what? So I always rewatch the shows, man. I always rewatch the shows. I'm not trying to be conceited, but I always just want to see what I can do better as a podcast. So I always rewatch my own. And I showed them. I rewatched your guys' show when I was on Nothing Rhymes, and that part when you had the subscription up, when you were because you can see each other's face. And we were dying laughing, dude. You had my girls rolling, dude. They're like, "Oh my gosh, he's just like you, Dad." I was like, "Why do you think I always want him on the show? This guy knows what he's doing."
Yeah, man. It's pretty wild. I think I've said this before, but it's just wild that your kids get to enjoy it in this with you. That's such a cool thing, man. I'm pretty jealous of that. Me and Johnny don't really have that quite yet.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. I love the support. I mean, I got 2 out of 4 that's consistent. Every once in a while, the other 2 will be like, "Hey, But
sure,
50%
is shooting high percentage, man.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Let me get some housekeeping out of the way. What do you think, Jay?
Absolutely, you go for it, man.
All right. First thing I'm gonna talk about is our giveaway alert. So we got a signed Bonito mini helmet. And I might just stop my podcast so I'm eligible for this thing because it's so great. When we reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, guys, because I know a lot of our viewers come in through Facebook and X and stuff, and we appreciate everybody. But go and share, and subscribe on YouTube. YouTube is our main platform. This helmet is off the hook. It is in the Mile High Vikings, the CEO of the network. It is in his possession, ready to give away. Next thing, we got so many shows on this network. We got Isaiah coming back when the season starts, Monday and Friday at 11 a.m. We got, hey, do you even Broncos Bros, Jay? 7 p.m. every Monday. I was on their show last Monday, man. George and Dak, man, they do great things. I got nothing but love for their show. It's amazing. Nothing Rhymes is rolling. They had 2 great guests on.
If that's yo.
Yeah. They're doing great things. Wednesday, we got My High Symposium, which one of them was a guest on Nothing Rhymes on Tuesday. They all did a great job together. He goes on daytime. So if you're watching daytime or if you're a night worker and need some sports during the day, please always tune in. And remember this, everybody, you can always rewatch our shows on YouTube, even if you're not live. They're always out there, so we appreciate the views. What's happening? We got Adon and Libre with Broncos Talk on Wednesday, 6 p.m. They had a killer show last night. They had Tiz on last night, man. I was surprised to see him.
That was a great show.
He did a good job. That's Libre. I mean, that's a good friend of Libre's, man.
I had to catch that after the fact. I couldn't attend live, but I got the reruns. Syndication.
I actually got to watch it live, and they shout out to those guys. They read all my comments. They had good talking about ownership and stuff like that. So always watch these guys. Mile High Outcast. Jay is drafted officially to come into the Outcast every Thursday night. So we're at 7 p.m. And then you got Viva los Broncos. If you're speaking Espanol, please watch these guys when they start. It's not happening every day or every Friday, I mean, but when they do catch it. And then the rest is pregame, play-by-game. So what we do is do a pregame before the Broncos kickoff, and then we do a play-by-play, and then we do a postgame. So all of that will come into effect, and that's the whole network, so you never know who you're going to get. That's what's exciting about it. We got our sponsor, W, in the house. This is no sugar, no calories, no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial colors. That is always a tongue twister to me. What this is just energy without the crash. It's all derived directly from a coffee fruit. So you're not getting that sugar high and then crashing down after the fact. So please go check that out. And if you use this code, OBN10, you will get 10% off because you are supporting the Orange and Blue Network. So please do that. And always, my beautiful Lily, I love you. She's been cutting my hair for 14 years. Please contact her. She does fades. She does the girls' eyebrows. She'll trim hair. She'll braid, whatever. She is amazing. This is by contact only. So 720-210-7996. Her business hours Monday and Tuesday are closed. She needs a couple days off. Wednesday through Saturday, 9:30 to 7:30 p.m. Sunday, 9:30 to 5 p.m. And she is in Thornton, 1176 Kearney Way. Basically, it's like 117th and Holly for everyone that's in the Thornton and Denver area. Please go support our Denver businesses. And you know what? Shout out to Lily. All right, Jay, you ready to get this party started, or do you want?
Oh yeah, man. I'm always ready. I'm pretty jacked. I'm drinking. Oh yeah, right there. I'm drinking an NA that is an IPA that kind of tastes like a dried up cowboy boot, but you know what? We're struggling through it. Cheers to you.
Are we sponsoring that now already?
I don't know if that's a great selling point I just made.
Yeah,
Yup. Like a bunch of old Marlboro Reds crushed up.
That is awesome. So what I want everyone to know is please comment throughout this show of what me and Jay are about to talk about. What we're going to talk about is the revolving door of quarterbacks. Jay, you want to bring that up, or do you want comments? It's up to you, my bro.
No, I got you. Here we go.
All right.
Ooh. All right. Let me. So, if you want to give a shout out to the graphic,
I do. Go ahead. You got. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
Right.
You go.
So the Dak fanatic from the Hey, do you even Broncos bros? I called this guy today. I told him the theme of the show. I asked him to make me a graphic. This guy's doing great things. And we're actually kind of working together on some other stuff. I don't want to actually say it until it's actually confirmed, which I'm pretty sure it is confirmed. But we're going to put his graphic world out there. Well, at least I'm trying to help him with that. But he already has it, dude. I mean, this guy's a beast of everything he did. Shout out to you, Dak. Man, you did an amazing job on this graphic that is going to be up on the whole show. So if you guys don't know Dak, go follow this guy, Facebook, TikTok, X, whatever. And every Monday night at 7 o'clock, he does Broncos Bros with my brother, George. So shout out to Dak.
Speaking of Dak,
oh, come on.
Quick shout out. Just another quick insert. Aforementioned Dak did do this lovely piece of masterpiece here.
I'm calling John.
It's pretty top notch. I might get it in canvas and over my bed. So
send me the hat. That's it. That's all I want.
Just the hat, please. That's all.
Hey, you know what? My hat's not too bad. I'm rocking that Rockies, baby. Go Rockies.
There you go.
You guys are heading in the right direction. I know season isn't great, but you know what? You got some more help financially, so shout out to the Rockies. I believe in the next few years we can start building finally, right, Jay?
I mean, haven't we? Yeah, I'd say we. I shouldn't because I'm not. It's not a we. But haven't the Rockies been saying that for like a long time?
But do you know
Rocktober since?
Do you know who owned the Rockies? Like,
oh yeah, but he still owns the Rockies. That's the thing. Like, he still owns control. So
we did. He does have.
Dick didn't actually sell the team. He just appeased the people with a PR stunt. I feel like.
I think Walmart got like 49%, or.
I think it's less than that. It's still like a good majority share for.
Yeah, but they need that, and they need that money because they were going in debt. So if you want to say that, I mean, obviously at the end of the day, they're going to call the shots. But if you want to get technical, they brought him in, and they're going to have their say so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to have their say so. So I love baseball, Jay. I don't know how big of a baseball guy you are, but I love baseball.
And I appreciate the people. I appreciate that you appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the people that appreciate baseball, but I am not someone that necessarily does. The history of it doesn't like hit home for me. So like, if you don't have the backstory and history of baseball, you can't really appreciate modern day baseball on its own, like independently. So I was never brought up in baseball, so I don't have the backbone of it.
Absolutely. I get what you're saying. So here we're going to go. If you can scroll, Jay, let's go put the man of Super Bowl 50 up, Peyton Manning.
Oh, yeah.
So the topic is, I'm sorry, Jay, you were going to say something.
No, go ahead.
So the topic is, ladies and gentlemen, of our 5 great seasons with this man. I mean, we broke and shattered records. We went to 2 Super Bowls. We won 1. I know Peyton wasn't the greatest quarterback in that Super Bowl, but he still got us there somehow, some way. And we went on a 10-year drought of quarterbacks. So mile high salute to Peyton Manning. And you know what? For everything he did for this organization, and we're going to start the quarterback conversation of ones that came after him until we get to Bo Nix. Go ahead, Jay.
I mean, this is the peak, right? I mean, it is literally only going down from 2015 on, really. Even though we were a pretty good team the next year with Trevor Siemian, like it obviously wasn't the same thing. But yeah, man, I mean, we start at the top here of this little pyramid we got going on, and Peyton deserves to be at the top, like, an extra 20 stories ahead, in my opinion, of the next.
I mean, if we had 5 hours to talk, we could have started this conversation from John Elway after he retired. But
sure.
We try to go down the 10-year route, so
Which John would be ahead of Peyton, absolutely. I mean, John's by himself. That's
the John
a whole
Elway
different
years,
thing,
bro. We went to Brian Greasy. I mean, we had a shit show of quarterbacks too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like we were the Colts, and
sure.
Peyton went down, and then all of a sudden we got Andrew Luck. You know, what I
still
mean?
wouldn't put anyone else with Peyton. Like, he went to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them. Like, it would be Elway and then Peyton by himself in itself. 2 islands for both of those quarterbacks.
Exactly. And here's the thing, I'm going to start with Peyton, dude. Do you remember these days? And this is why I stay off mainstream media, and this is why I love our podcast. And I'm talking the Orange and Blue Network. I'm talking about Stay Up. I'm talking about
our vibes, our kind of people.
You know what I mean? A shout out to Alex Ramirez for what he does. We get into it specifically, but do you remember those days when they said that Peyton Manning made the worst decision of his life coming to the Broncos? Because he had a Titans offer, he had a few offers out there, and everyone looked at the Broncos. And then that game 1 from the defending Super Bowls, what did Manning go do? 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Julius Thomas, who would ever thought that he was somebody? Peyton Manning saw that dude all day. You had Demaryius Thomas, you had Emmanuel Samuels, you had I mean, bro, you had a lot of people out there, and Manning found him, man. I'm so glad that he ended up as a Bronco, and you know what? I wish we could have won 2 Super Bowls, but I'll take the 1. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Peyton Manning. And if you want to scroll down, let's get the quarterbacks that came after.
Well, real quick, want to hit up Dak. Appreciate you being here, buddy.
Sure.
You already got your flowers for the night, or a little
Okay.
earlier, but he's down with the sheriff, obviously, like as everyone should be. I think
Obviously.
this is a unanimous. Everyone in Broncos country would, we all clap.
Yeah.
Very likable guy. I mean, chicken parm, you taste so good. I mean, how can you beat
you
it?
and that chicken parm, but
How can you beat it? How can you beat it?
I
But,
love
all
it.
right.
I love it.
Now, I want, in a historical sense, and I guess let me do it this way. Like, these two guys, I understand why they're grouped together. This is, I think Wilson should be a step down, but I think it's going to be the Jake Plummer, Jay Cutler cut of the hierarchy of quarterbacks of like, maybe Nix will be above them when all is said and done and he wins a couple Super Bowls, all is well. But if Nix ends up not winning a Super Bowl, he's still going to be like up there. He's still going to be like, in the glory of.
That's our franchise right now.
Yeah.
So why don't we scroll down and let's get to Simeon and let's come up the list, bud.
Okay.
Let's go the other way, my bro. I don't mean to
do
that. Yeah.
100%. So let's go.
These are the first quarterbacks that came out after Peyton Manning.
Yep.
And Trevor
so we're going, starting at Simeon and going left, right?
Yeah. So right to left, instead of left to right. So bear with us on that part if you're left-handed. Or right.
Wrong-handed, you mean?
Can I start this conversation off, Jay?
Oh, absolutely. Before you do, just real quick, Richie in
What
the
up,
house, our favorite Canadian resident. Love you, Rich. Excited for his new network.
Show, Rich. Anytime you want to go, I know you're independent right now, but anytime you want to come on, just let me know.
We got to get Rich on something. Some night, somewhere, somehow.
Give Jay a break on Thursdays.
Rich is good people. Rich.
Dude. I always like his comments, dude. I mean, he's dope.
100%. All right. Go ahead with the Simeons.
The only reason I want to start this off is because I'm going to ask you, and unfortunately, mine goes first, bud. Mine goes first. I want one quarterback, not Bo Nix. You can't do Bo Nix.
Sure.
But I want one of these quarterbacks that you thought in your mind could have actually been a franchise quarterback. I would like to have like the Hall of Fame thing when I waited for a quarterback to the end, and then I guess I dropped the ball or dropped the mic depending on how old you are, because I did Joe Montana. But
out of these 6 or these 8 is what we're looking at, right?
I always thought Trevor Simeon. He went to Northwestern, bro. His IQ. I'm not even talking about football IQ. I am talking about IQ.
Yeah, I mean that checks out, right? He looks like a nerd.
I don't believe he would ever have an arm like Bo Nix does, ever.
No.
I believe, and I'm gonna say this, and you might laugh at me for this, but I felt like, and I'm not comparing him to the man because Joe Montana is one of the greats. But I felt like he was like a Joe Montana type guy. Joe Montana always said, "I throw balloons at darts, not darts at balloons." I just thought that Trevor Simeon didn't come into a system that allowed him to be good. He had no O-line. Ownership was like whatever. I mean, that's when you started thinking that Pat Bowlen, is he sick? Is he not? Or what's going on? There was like really, I feel bad for the man because I feel, and then you get your one pick. And if it's Simeon as well, if it's Keenum, if it's Rippon or Flacco, whoever you want to pick, that you thought that could have been a franchise quarterback, by all means, pick your own. But I felt like Simeon had that. Talk to me, Jay.
Dude, I needed to look it up because I thought it was true, but I had to verify it. Trevor Simeon is on an active roster today.
No way.
That not nuts?
I
thought it was. Yes.
He
is on the Atlanta Falcons.
No.
Is that not wild? Dude, but it honestly, it doesn't surprise me though, because
is it Is it practice squad or?
It doesn't say.
Okay. I did not know that. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay. I was just in awe.
Pretty nuts. But yeah, dude, he's super smart, but he's not athletic. We all I understand why Kubiak loved him. Like, he was an absolute coach kind of quarterback. It was quarterback a coach would fall in love with because he'll do exactly what the coach says. He's not going to think outside the box. Like, he is a perfect system quarterback. And he had mild success. He really didn't do too badly. But
without a squad. But
I will say this: he was better than, say, Kyle Orton. He was better than a lot of other mediocre quarterbacks that were tried to, we were sold down the river for.
Well, now you're going down
on this list.
Now you're going down that Elway list, right? Because Kyle Orton was before Simeon.
Yeah, correct. I'm just saying in the lore of here, but
no, I get what you're saying. But did you think that he had any potential? You say he's not athletic.
No,
really.
I knew a quarterback was going to be drafted. I thought Paxton Lynch was going to be it, man. I was so jacked for Paxton Lynch. Like, he just, I don't know. I remember vividly talking about this right when he got drafted to the Broncos. I looked over at my grandpa, and my grandpa was like, he looks very immature. And I was like, whatever, Grandpa. I think he's going to be fine. Like, he's a pro football player.
Yeah. Like, come on, Gramps.
Yeah. My grandpa was 100% right. He's literally like a 13-year-old child.
Okay, so my pick's off the board. So you got one pick left in. I didn't think, or actually I didn't know if you were going Simeon and agreeing with me. If that was your pick that you thought could have been a franchise. And you might have a 0. You might have a freaking donut on the board. Who knows?
No.
But
not Simeon for me. I was never a Simeon guy.
I thought you would relate with Trevor, man. But
no. It's not that I don't relate with him. It's that I knew there was no future. So, I've always been shit or get off the pot for sports. If you are going to be middle of the pack,
he didn't have a
start
team.
Sucking. Yeah,
can we
just start over? Tear it down.
Dude, can I just say one thing, and you can disagree if you want to? If Trevor Simeon was starting today, if he was younger, okay, back when this happened, you put him on the Broncos now, dude, that dude would have had success. I don't care what anyone says.
Simeon was going to win you 8 or 9 games every year for the end of eternity. And what was that going to get you? A first-round exit, even if you made the playoffs? I don't ever want to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. What a horrible experience as a fan base. Just to be tricked every year into thinking you're good, and you're actually not.
We did get tricked for years and years. You know what, Jay?
Yeah.
And to everybody out there in the comments, please let us know about what you think about how we're talking about these quarterbacks. Say, bust or not. You know what I mean?
Yes. The dude with the Beatles haircut and the famous neck beard. His neck beard was just, oh my God, crazy.
Jay, I'm gonna let you take, unless you got more comments, my bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have the comments brought up, so my bad.
Trevor did a great job, but he never had a complete team around him. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I'm sorry. Did Trevor Simeon not have the greatest defense of all time the year after Peyton retired? It was still intact. TJ Ward, all the boys were still here. I don't think there was a deficiency.
You can't expect
in
the
talent
defense to do it every year, bro.
For Trevor Simeon.
He had 0 O-line. Let's put that in perspective.
Okay. Yeah, O-line was sus. You're not wrong there.
Okay.
We got George in the house, obviously.
What up, my brother?
Always love George. Dude, wherever George is in the world, 10 and 2. 10 and 2 if you're driving. He's more than all right. He's a good feller in my book.
You know why he had to take off driving? He had to go get his son's medication. He's a good ass dad, man.
Well,
shout
then
out
good
to
for
you,
him.
George.
Yeah, George.
Shout out to you, George.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna let you start it off with this Paxton Lynch.
Okay. All right. So I thought Paxton Lynch was going to be the ultimate dual threat quarterback, but having crazy Peyton Manning size. Now think for a second. There's a reason why we went Paxton Lynch physically, and then Brock Osweiler, who is tall and massive and very similar. It's not that far-fetched. Like, but Paxton Lynch had wheels on him. Like at Memphis, he may have only ran like 5 plays, but those 5 plays he was damn good at. Like there's the famous video of, I think it was his pro day, where he like did a against the grain play action and then twisted, contorted his whole body on the run and just threw a like 90 yard dime, like not 90 yards, but like a massive play. And that's like what put him on the map in the draft process. Like Paxton Lynch was everything we thought. Like I thought we were getting the guy. Ultimately fooled. But
I think Sky disagrees.
There's a quarterback I would put ahead of him in my book that's not on the screen that we'll talk about here in a bit.
Okay.
But Paxton Lynch was my huge disappointment of this era. The others, I already knew what they were going to fail. Like I already knew all these other guys sucked.
Okay, so
I didn't know Lynch didn't yet until I saw it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew it. And he did well in Memphis, right?
He did. He was so good.
Well in Memphis. So let's not take his college career.
But literally, he ran like 5 plays.
Yeah, that's all you need in Memphis. Yeah. You're not playing Ohio State.
Not complicated at all.
You know what I mean? Like, so let's get real about that shit. But I will fucking tell you this, Jay. It's part of my language, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm just... Me and Jay get into this. You know what I mean? Paxton Lynch, I knew was going to be a buzz. Not gonna lie, I was not happy about it. No shape or form was I ever excited about the man. Everyone looked at him like, oh my gosh, oh my God. If you bought 3 tickets in that season to go watch that man, you were not happy. Let me tell you, bro. I get mad at home, but
yeah.
To go put up $200 for a ticket and buy a $30 hot dog and pay for parking and do all this just to watch him fumble the ball because he doesn't know how to tuck. Like, come on, dude. Like,
dude, Rich has the ultimate Paxton Lynch description of this time frame before we move on to a different quarterback.
Let's do it.
This Lynch was a galloping drunken giraffe. He's so right. Get him,
Rich.
Dude, if you could have a giraffe that could run like Michael Vick, like that's what I thought we were getting. Obviously not. The pirate had no booty.
Dude, I wish Rich was on this show right now because me and him are agreeing so far.
And here's Dak coming in with the least surprising take in the entire world. Dak wanted Dak.
Yeah. Surprise. Oh, he goes Dak.
Dak, your Dak infatuation is almost as thick as my Coleman agenda. I've seen it. I seen it. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go back and forth. We're going 1-2, 2-1. So I'm gonna bring up Brock Osweiler, unless you got comments about Lynch still. I got one more here.
Okay, yeah. Don't let me go to the next quarterback unless we're done with the comments about the.
Well, this is a good bridge comment here to make our way across. George says Paxton was a bad pick, but he was so high on Brock having more success, but then Houston did Houston things and like gave him an oil refinery basically.
Well, they used to call they okay. So getting into it, all right, we're gonna get into Brock. Starting with George's comment, Brock Osweiler, when he got over there, they called that the Broncos South. Because there was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ties. You're right.
Yep. So you remember that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how you're gonna go, but the way that you said Paxton Lynch was like, oh man, we can do this. I felt like Osweiler can do it. He stands high, can see over the line. Had an arm.
Yeah.
Obviously. And please, everybody out there in the comments, let us know what you think about Osweiler. Please, Jay's going to read all these comments. We won't go to the next quarterback without taking your comments, right, Jay? So, I was excited about Brock, dude. I was, and like Paxton, I think he just. I think here's what I'm gonna say about every Bronco quarterback that's on this list. Just every year we're looking for the next guy to save us. You know what I mean? We're like, come on, we got to do something here. We got to do something here. Brock couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn, bro.
Yeah.
George isn't wrong. When he went to Texas, he had minimal success. I'm not saying he was great. I wouldn't put him in like a category that he was.
Correct.
I
Rich brought
like,
up the exact point I was going to make about what I thought of Brock coming out. Like,
I feel like he had every athletic ability to be a great quarterback. I just thought he just looked way too nervous out there.
Yeah. Yeah. He was Elway's kid's best friend. And so when I learned that early on, that automatically was like, oh, well, shit, we just got a homie in here. Like, damn it. Like, that couldn't have been vetted that well. Like,
but Rich ain't lying about that. You have to consider that. At the time, I don't think I thought about it that way.
Yeah.
When it happened. But then you looked at it and you're like, this is why this guy got the job.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is, I think, an acceptable statement everyone would agree with. We don't win Super Bowl 50 if not for Brock Osweiler throughout the year. The games he started and the things he did in that season when Peyton was horrible, like the worst Peyton Manning, Brock played all right. Like, Brock didn't lose the game for us.
Okay, I can say that, but you can go back to the 97 Broncos, and I'm sure George and Dak and Rich or whoever's out there listening will agree. Gosh, I'm having a brain fart, but Elway went out in that Super Bowl year, and I think it was Bubby Brister that came in, and Shannon Sharp said, we're giving you the keys to the Ferrari. All you got to do is drive. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the same thing. I think it was Bubby. If I'm wrong, George or whoever's out there.
No, you're right.
Correct.
You're right. He got drafted. Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
George made a great point. He was the quarterback of the undefeated Pats in the snow. I would say in the scope of it, like if we're talking about heroic, like backup quarterback time frames, like Brock Osweiler's pretty high on that list. Obviously,
But you said the words. You said the words backup.
Stidham could have had a moment, but he crapped the bed. But like Brock actually, upheld his end of the bargain being a backup, in my opinion. So, but yeah, Osweiler still sucked, man. Houston was dumb. That lasted, I think, like a year and a half in Houston with all that money, and they gave up pretty quick too. He came back. Do you remember the second time he came back?
He got a payday, bro. That dude got a payday.
Good for him.
When he went to Houston, he didn't do much with it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but here's the thing I'm gonna say. Once again, as a college player with ASU, I think. But he didn't have a bad career. But if you're looking back about the draft, it kind of looks a little favoritism type thing. But what do you do, man? What do we do? And this is why the show was called The Revolving Door of Quarterbacks.
Not my cup of tea. Was never excited about Brock. Like, I thought it was a placeholder.
Jay, can I ask you a placeholder?
Yeah, I mean,
can I ask you a question, man? Yeah. Me and you never agree on shit. Why is that?
Hey, that is because, well, first off, as Johnny has said and probably would say again, I am adversarial in nature. So I will disagree even if I don't, I actually do agree just to be different and just to, play devil's advocate. Like that was my favorite thing to do growing up. And I used to piss my dad off so bad.
I got you.
I don't know. Flip the script.
Is there any Osweiler comments or should we move on to
no, we just got some chatter about who actually won that game in the snow. CJ Anderson, with the run.
Took off to the left, baby. Yeah.
I get that. We got E. Lash.
What's up, E. That's
What up?
That's George's pops right there. We're gonna
Oh,
be
there you
missing
go.
you soon. We're gonna be missing you soon, man. He's moving out of state to Kansas here in like a month or two. So
My sister just moved to Kansas. Nope.
yeah. So it's a 4-hour drive. He said that to bring out all the kids. So me and George's gonna take all the kids to the lakes over there and blah blah blah. But shout out to EDOT.
Hell yeah. Well, EDOT, I have one on you since you're a new name to me.
So let's. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Slid himself into the doghouse. And dude, and people are calling for his head, like that he should, he shouldn't even make the team. And like there's legit chatter about that. Ellinger might take or Ellinger, however you say his last name.
I can't remember who I was talking about, but I talked about a certain quarterback. It was what's his name that went to the Raiders? Who just got signed by the Raiders?
Kirk Cousins?
I talked about that on the show a couple months ago, and I'm like, should we be interested in signing something like him? I know his agent would. I mean, we had money to spend, but what I didn't. Not as a starting. Hold on, Jay. Not as a starting quarterback.
We'd have Kirk Cousins and Bill Belichick here. What in the kind of bizarro world is this?
I am talking as a backup quarterback. Wouldn't that been like?
I mean, yeah, dude. I'm all for having a more than capable, like a better than average backup quarterback because we have Super Bowl aspirations. I truly feel the top, say, 5 teams in the NFL that actually know they have a shot at a championship should really have like a backup quarterback that
we thought we had that
starter.
last year. We thought we had that last year. We didn't.
I thought it was complete bullshit when I heard the pregame smoke, the smoke of like, oh, there's other teams in the league that look at Stidham as a starter. No, they don't. That's some crap. Like, I thought that was completely made up. I'm not gonna lie, I kind
of felt that way until I saw him, and when me and George were in a blizzard with masks on, watching the game. Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
What is this guy doing? But once again, we didn't have Dobbins.
I was one of the big proponents of a Stiddy party in Stiddy City, man. Like I was all about it for a week.
Agreed. Agreed. Jay, I'm having a great time with you, my brother. I love, man, that you've been on the show for a couple weeks. I'm gonna let you get this started.
All right.
Let me know what you think. I mean,
how did John Elway say it? Case Keesum in his press conference. Dude couldn't even remember his name or get his name out correctly. That in itself was like, oh dear. Yeah, dude, again, like he got paid off of literally one play. I understand that he had a overall pretty good year for Minnesota, the year before.
But he won that playoff game.
It was the Minneapolis Miracle to Diggs that literally got him paid a contract. And, I kind of thought that was fool's gold. Like it was, a Nick Foles type of miracle type, like, oh, cool. You won a Super Bowl. Like you had a run, but you're not him. Like you're Trevor Siemian.
I like the comparison, Jay. I like that comparison.
Yeah. Again, I was mildly interested in Keenum. But like, again, I wasn't jumping out to go buy a Keenum jersey. Hell no. Like,
no.
So again, like how excited could you really be?
To be honest, on this whole list, the only jersey that I bought other than Bo Nix was Trevor Siemian.
Yeah, I had a Paxton Lynch jersey at one time. It was.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
I was so jacked.
I can't wait till you make your pick of who you thought could have been our franchise quarterback. I can't wait for it.
Oh yeah.
But you're right. The miracle, right, in the playoffs.
Yep.
You don't give that. Well, hold on. You don't give that to him because here's why. I'm sorry. Were you done talking, or can I go, Jay?
No. Nope. You go ahead.
You can't give that to him because the cornerback missed the hit by a mile, bud. he was merging lanes. You know what I mean? Like, bro, how easy is it? Even if he made the catch, okay, good throw, but you wrap up. The wide receiver is the one who made the play, and I can't remember who he threw to. So anybody out there, please put it in the comments of who the receiver. But that's what got him paid. That's what got him a payday. And unfortunately, that's how the NFL works. Oh, he had a great playoff game. Let's go give him $86 million.
He was Diggs, yeah.
I'm not saying that's what he got, but you get my exaggeration, right?
Yeah, I know. Like and that, yeah, again, like he had a pretty good season as a backup quarterback for Minnesota leading into that. So it's not like he literally had a one-game miracle, but even so, it was.
Well, he got him through that playoffs because who was that starting quarterback, Jay?
Who was the Minnesota starting?
Was it Culpepper?
No.
I'm way off.
Oh my gosh. Was it Kirk Cousins?
Oh, I think Kirk Cousins was with the Redskins. No, I think it might have been Kirk Cousins.
They got hurt, and then Keenum got to start. I think so.
He did have to win out to get him through the playoffs.
Yeah,
because he did do like 2 games regular season. I'll give him that.
Nevertheless, like he was a terrific top tier backup quarterback that we just talked about, but for a different franchise, like for Minnesota. So like Minnesota fans, I'm sure look back on Keenum fondly of like, hell yeah, that's the kind of backup quarterback we need. But for us to like tout that as our franchise quarterback that we're gonna build around, like what a joke.
So I'm gonna make a comparison for you here. Here's one for you. If Stiddy could have did what Keenum did in the playoffs, Stiddy would have went and got a contract somewhere.
Stiddy absolutely would have gotten a contract. You're 100% right. Ooh, Dak comes in strong. Sam Bradford, which of course, why didn't I guess that? Because he was always hurt. Always hurt.
Damn you, Dak.
Richie up here. So Richie up here is like Kirk Cousins' agent needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Damn
You're right.
Yeah.
Dude, Kirk Cousins got paid throughout his entire career. But let me tell you what, look up Sam Bradford's contract of his career. Insane. He was hurt every year.
Bradford came out the same year as Stafford did. Stafford went first.
Hurt every year.
And then Bradford, I think the Rams drafted Bradford. Right? The Rams drafted Bradford. I believe. But they came out the same year. Bradford
was Bradford an Eagle in the very beginning?
I
can't remember. He came out of Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember where he got drafted. Man, that's bad. But he was on quite a bit of teams.
Don't say Oklahoma. Don't say Oklahoma on this show. You're gonna get George
will come through. Dude. It's like me and this. Like if I show this too many times, it's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. I'm coming.
It was Sam Bradford. Fuck. How did I not get that? Oh, good job, Dak.
But yeah, dude, Keenum sucks. We can move on.
Okay.
I just terrible.
You got any more comments? Are we good?
No, we're good. You take the next quarterback. Don't tell me you were excited about Flacco.
I was not. I was horribly disturbed by this decision of thinking. See, this is where what happened. They thought get a quarterback that the Ravens didn't want no more, like the Colts didn't want Manning no more. Here's the difference. They let Flacco go. Manning got hurt. There's a difference.
Yeah.
They thought Flacco could be the new Manning. For this orange and blue country, this Broncos country that we respect so much. They thought Flacco.
If that's true, that's embarrassing.
They thought Flacco could come save the day for us. Are you freaking kidding me?
There's no way that's true.
Are you kidding me? Dude, Delaware, Flacco. Bro, I know he didn't have like the Big Ten or shit like that. In college, Flacco, bro, was nice. And with Baltimore, Flacco,
Delaware.
I know, but it was still,
how hard a competition was he playing in Delaware?
That's exactly why I just told you. He wasn't like in the Big Ten or anything. I specified that. But he looked nice. Look at what he did for the Ravens, man. The greatest quarterback in Ravens history to go down, I believe, is going to go Joe Flacco, unless Lamar Jackson could step up and start winning some Super Bowls. Flacco was nice with the Ravens. When he got here, it was not anything nice. There was no offensive line for him. There was no chemistry. He came in and was not the Flacco that we knew from Baltimore.
I mean, he this was the famous thing of him saying that he was not there to, mentor or coach or
Yeah,
he was there to win football
110,
games. Like
110, brother.
had zero interest of ever helping anyone around him.
Yeah.
Not going to be that guy.
He just wanted his last payday. He was out, dude. That's
Yep.
what happened.
And look at him now. Again, still on an active roster. And, he started
Are you
quite a
kidding
bit of
me?
games
Is he
last year.
really? Are you
100%, man. Yeah. I'm fairly positive Flacco's on a roster. Is
Who's
he
he
not with
active
the...
I know he was active on the Jets, but
Yeah,
he
he's
never
still on the
played.
Bengals. I was going to say, he was with the Bengals last year because he got
That's
traded,
right.
remember?
Yeah.
Because he was on the
didn't play.
Browns.
He didn't play when Burrow went down. What's his name did?
He played a little bit. He did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but man, Flacco just hanging around, man. He's hanging around. Let me get a couple comments.
So you didn't think Flacco was our savior?
Heck no. Dude, again, as Dak brings up, Elway literally said it in the press conference. So he screwed up the press conference for Case Keenum, and then the next press conference for the next quarterback, he said, "Oh, this Joe Flacco, he's in his prime. Like just came off Super Bowl field, like ready to go." Like,
Are you kidding me, Dak? You were
embarrassing.
excited. You just, dude. Thank you for the graphic, but
Yeah.
come on, Flacco.
Come again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come
100%.
again. My bad.
Shane Moore in the house. How y'all doing tonight? Appreciate you dropping in there, Shane.
What up, Shane? Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. He's most likely going to be a guest next week on the Mile High
Nice.
OUTKAST. He has
Hell
a
yeah.
huge TikTok following. If you want to drop that TikTok link, I'll get everybody to follow you, my brother. This guy has Bronco graphics for days and days, dude. I mean, great guy.
I'm always in need of more Broncos content. So never enough. All right. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I really don't have much to say about Flacco. Again, I got
something to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know why Dak was excited about this. It's confusing me right now, Jay.
Wrong. Yep. But I mean, yeah, dude. Flacco is just, it wasn't it. And it, again, something that we were sold as a Band-Aid, but,
It wasn't. Hey, let me say this very clearly. It was not it.
No, certainly not. And honestly, we can talk about the next three in unison, in my opinion, because none of them stick out to me as any different from another. They're all the same thing. They all blend together to me. They're the same quarterback in my head, between Brett Rippon, Jeff Driscoll, and Brandon Allen. Is that right? Brandon Allen? Brendan Allen? Gosh. See? Can't even remember his name. I paid attention so much to him.
It was Brendan.
Let me see here. Yeah, Brandon Allen. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I knew it was
Oh my
one Brendan
gosh. Dude, he is on a current team. He is on the New York Giants. That is wild.
Jay, I can't even believe some of these people are freaking active. So is this what we're gonna do? We're gonna three ball this? Is that what you want to do, or do you want to go individually?
No, I don't want to go individual personally, because again,
All
like
right.
broad stroke, I can't tell these apart. So
Okay.
They don't stick out to me, at least.
Go for it.
So I mean, each of them, I think individually had like maybe a game or two that like they held it up pretty well. Like I remember, I think it was Brandon Allen that played the primetime game in New York against the Jets, where Jerry Jeudy had the Moss catch in primetime. But again, I'm fairly positive we lost that game. That was the Sam Darnold scramble game, I believe.
I'm pretty sure through all three of these quarterbacks, we, probably have like a collective of wins.
We had like a cool moment here and there where we're like, all right, that's okay. Cool. Yeah. But again, like, wow, you barely pass for a backup, let alone being a starter. So like, I didn't even give these guys a thought, in my opinion. Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, I call him Jerry Footwork, summer footwork videos, Judy.
I'm going to give you 66.6%. I got maybe a little throw, but keep going, bro.
No, that's all I got. That's all I got for these three.
Okay, Allen, garbage, Driscoll, garbage. Let's just get that out of the way. I thought Rippin.
You thought Rippin what? Was going to take out your trash? You're right.
I know. See, this is why I don't like talking to you.
Sell
Jay.
your insurance. Update your phone plan.
Okay, all right.
Extended warranty for your car.
Dude, Boise State, he's nice. You got to admit that. All right, can we start there?
He's a Bronco. Whatever. I'll give him a little credit, half credit for some college, experience as being a Bronco.
Okay, but as a Bronco, he didn't look bad.
No.
The story behind Rippin is he got drunk off his ass and walked into a random person's house.
No. That was Chad Kelly. That was Chad Kelly.
Oh, you're right.
That was the infamous Halloween night where he was, got hit with a vacuum cleaner as he was dressed up as Woody, I believe. Shout out Toy Story. Yeah, dude. Chad Kelly. He should be on this list. I love him.
Well, you know whose nephew that is, though, right?
Yeah, Jim. And that's the whole reason why he got a job in the first place. Like why he got drafted.
No, not Jim. I'm talking Rippin. You know who's
no. Sorry. Thought you were talking about Chad Kelly.
Who's
Rippin?
Quarterback of the Super Bowl, Mark Rippin from the Redskins. That was his nephew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't connect the two.
Yeah.
Huh. So he's got some blood. He's got some lineage here. Okay.
That's why I thought he could have been nice because Mark Rippin won a Super Bowl and he was not, dude. That dude was underrated too. He just didn't have the receiver talent, fortunately, as like the Cowboys and the Bills. I mean, if you want to go back to that day and age, Bills 4 Super Bowls in a row didn't win one, but I mean, you can't ever take anything away from Andre Reed and those guys, that squad, Thurman Thomas. I mean, that was a squad. I don't mean to get off topic, but
Thurman.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is your name Thurman?
No, it's Derek Johnson.
Huh.
I got it
now. Yeah. That did take me a second, but yeah, I got it. Well, he's not in the news obviously now. R.I.P. Richie Chad Dyson Kelly. That's a good one. Very much so. But all right, so that concludes the bottom 8 here.
It does.
Let's transition to a
couple
guys.
Shit.
Now let me adjust here because I think this is a nice opportune time for a nice little triangle here. There we go. All right. Now I have a lot to say on this especially the bottom here. Like the top, obviously, we can talk about obviously.
That's our ending. Yeah.
I would like a soapbox real quick.
Go for it.
Because there are so many haters and naysayers out there. And I just want everyone to understand and know that I believe other than Peyton Manning, well, I guess Russell too. Never mind. But Drew Lock has a Super Bowl ring, folks. As the backup for Seattle this last year.
I was going to say, please clarify he wasn't the starting quarterback. But
no, correct. But he's got a Super Bowl ring. Drew Lock could have been something, man. Drew Lock just didn't. Vic Fangio hated him. Vic Fangio wanted Teddy Two Gloves because, again, just like Kubiak and Trevor Siemian, he wants his smart vet quarterback that's not going to F things up for him and screw with his defense and screw with what, he wants to do. Drew Lock was a rebel. The man could, wrap his way through a paper bag. I loved him. Young Jeezy, put on, let's go. I do also think back to the raw talent that he had, but I also think back to the same quote my grandpa said about Paxton Lynch of like, yeah, but he's super immature. And yes, he was very immature. Very immature.
He liked to go out clubbing and shit, dude. He was
Again, do you want the leader of your entire billion-dollar company to be rapping Young Jeezy on the sideline? I mean, probably not, probably not a great look as, the head honcho. But man, I loved his swagger. There for a time, what was it? The away game in Houston, we thought we had our franchise quarterback. He had so many great moments, and there were so many time frames where I felt he was intentionally sabotaged because we didn't work around his strengths, and we tried to like shove him into the offensive system we wanted to conduct. So
that's how, but that's how Denver does it, dude. I mean, you can go all the way back to the beginning of the list with Trevor Siemian. That's exactly what they do. It's my way or no way. You know what I mean?
Wish
look at the Peyton Manning Kubiak situation.
Yeah.
He wanted shotgun. He made him go pistol. You know what I mean?
I wish we didn't try to appease him and get his boy Okuwebunam. Like, I just kind of felt like that situation was kind of fishy of like, it's different for Bo Nix and Franklin. Okay. Bo Nix is not Drew Lock. Having Bo Nix's buddy is different than having Drew Lock's buddy. And I don't know, man. He didn't get a lot of favors done to him in the beginning of his career. And I just think it stunted his growth, and he could have been something. I had a lot of hope. That's why I say, out of all those quarterbacks that we already talked about, I am higher than all of them.
One's your pick.
Drew Lock above all. Yeah.
That one's your pick.
Drew Lock above all.
Okay. And I don't disagree with you totally. Because dude had a cannon, bro.
Loved him.
He was accurate. One thing he couldn't do is like actually go and read routes, bro. This is his problem.
Yeah.
He had to go off base and find an open receiver instead of throwing the ball to where the receiver's going to be. He didn't have that ability. He had great athletic ability with his legs and his arm. What he didn't have was precision passing. And I will say that's my take. You don't have to agree, Jay, because that's your dude. I get it. We all think different. I'm not trying to go down that route. Go ahead.
He's a specific kind of quarterback. So he is tailor-made for a play action like scheme that allows him to throw on the run. Again, there are some quarterbacks that I don't know why. I think it's kind of strange, but they have better accuracy on the run than they do standing in pocket. Like Jake Plummer was that.
I was just going to say that. You just stole the words out of my mouth.
Russell Wilson, for most of Russell Wilson's career was that same exact way. Russell Wilson was not a pocket passer. Like, he needs to get out. He needs to roll out some direction. And Drew Lock, we put him under center, we put him in shotgun, and we ran away from his strengths. So yeah, man. And a lot of comments, same exact thing. Rich says the exact same thing. We should have kept the outside zone scheme, the Kubiak scheme. At the end of the day, that's why Locke was in Seattle, is because Kubiak was the OC. Now he's head coach in Vegas. He's tailor-made for a Kubiak Shanahan system. So it's too bad we abandoned him. Yeah, we screwed him over. Shy, you're right. He did not pan out for us, but he was sabotaged. And yeah, Dak.
I agree with this one. Go ahead, Jay.
No, do you have something else to say on the Fangio aspect of this?
So Fangio was a piece of shit. Let me just be real about that.
He's an old man,
I was never
an old man.
I was never like, oh yeah, Fangio, come on over. No. It didn't fit the scheme because you got a rookie and you got this old ass head coach, and you have no one to buffer that because the offensive coordinator didn't mean nothing at the time. So let's be real. Dude, on top of that, he didn't have a line. And I'm going to give this to every quarterback on this list. I'm really going to do that. No one had a line. Manning didn't have a line in Super Bowl 50. That was a defense. We didn't have a line starting until 2 years ago.
To be fair, Bo Nix is privileged to have his career thus far with the offensive line he's had.
Exactly. Privileged. Exactly, Jay. You're not lying about that. I will give Drew Lock. But what I didn't like about him, man, is that he couldn't put down the booze and couldn't just go stop going to a club and make it the first one on Game Field or Game Views. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have that in him. He didn't have that drive. Did he have raw talent? Absolutely. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we screwed him over. I think he screwed himself over because he couldn't. You got Fangio over there, this old-fashioned man that wants you in the stadium by a certain time, and Drew Lock wasn't that dude. Let's be honest about that.
Yeah, dude. The sweatpant wearing, hamburger ordering Vic Fangio was never going to mesh with gold chain and chromed out, teeth Drew Lock.
Yeah.
It's just a clash of cultures, and it's too bad. But
one thing you got to always admit is that you always got to respect your coach. And from day one, Drew Lock didn't do that. So I don't feel like he got, get the hell out of here. I just feel like he messed his chance up because he had a chance here, man. Who knows what we could have built with that? Maybe not much because of ownership reasons, but we didn't have the money we did then. We didn't have the capital, or we didn't want to spend the capital.
We didn't have the ownership.
We spent it on other.
We didn't have an owner.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
so
true.
that's my point of view on it. And dude, if that's your dude, that's your dude. What I will say, if you put Drew Lock in the system like today, where Bo Nix is, I fully feel like he could succeed. I will agree with that.
Yeah.
But when he came in, he didn't have it. Plus, I don't think he has the drive as a Bo Nix either.
Yeah. And speaking of, dancing to TikTok rap songs, he says, what about Mahomes and his brother and that all mess? And it's interesting, we still hear obviously things out of Mahomes' dad and his troubles, but we don't really hear a whole lot out of Jackson Mahomes anymore. He got sued or something from a club incident, and then he just kind of disappeared, which good. Maybe the PR team and the Mahomes trust finally got to him. But Rich also said a earlier name, and I'm going to bring it up again. Jake Sloter. I loved Sloter. Sloter was great. He was in Minnesota, I think, for a while after us, and played pretty dang well in Minnesota as well. I'm kind of sad that he didn't get, a longer leash, I guess, to prove himself as a backup. But again, he's not a starter either, but a cool dude to have as a backup. Let me see here. We got D-Rock in the house.
What up, D-Rock?
Always appreciate that man in the chat. Very much so. And yeah, Dak says he disagrees. Locke was stupid. But I get it. I mean, a lot of people thought that. Bo is a genius compared to Drew Lock. I would say that. What was it? The famous draft story of Bo Nix of arriving with a backpack with medicine ball, his Bible, and a tennis ball or something. Nothing. Drew Lock would show up with a backpack full of, I don't know, vape cartridges.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. He didn't have the discipline. Do I think he has the athleticism? Definitely.
Yeah.
But people do that to themselves, bro. People you get to the NFL and you're not in college anymore, man. You're getting paid. You know what I mean? Step up and do something. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna stick with my decision for Trevor. But I don't disagree with yours. I do not disagree with yours at all. You did disagree with mine, so you're a piece of shit, Jay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I will wear that badge proudly. Absolutely. Dude, I love Buzz Lightyear, man. I did that over to my every fantasy football draft that I did with my buddies around that time frame. I'd walk into the house for the first time, wearing my Drew Lock jersey. Oh yeah,
I could totally see you doing that. I could totally vision it. It's in my
just
mind.
Being a jackass. I'm sure I woke up a baby or something. Normal stuff.
So this next one we got going, I believe
the
it's your
one
turn.
game.
I believe it's your turn to go
Yeah,
first.
I don't honestly have much to say about this either because it was an atrocity that this game was even allowed to be played.
It's just an honorable mention. How about
Yeah,
that?
this was because we didn't have an owner. We didn't have an owner to call into New York and state our case and be able to say this is unjust and this will not stand. This was a backslap from the NFL to our team saying, don't screw around and try and like break the rules and like you're not privileged, you're not going to get a pass, like we're giving you a harsh penalty. And this was like the harshest penalty they probably could have done.
I believe it was Joe Alice just not giving a shit.
Yeah. It's COVID times, man. Like it was just weird times and like yeah, we broke the rules. You know, they put all the monitors, I think, at the corners of the room. They took their monitors off and then they met all together, you know, without masks and like, you know, I think that was the thing. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the mastermind of that, which is bullshit, was Blake Bortles of all people, was like the vet in the room. Correct. He was like the vet in the room that was supposed to be like showing people how to do things. And yet, you know, there's where we were. That was the early days of Drew Lock, I believe. So he didn't know any different.
It was rough times
dude.
It was rough times for everybody, but that was bullshit because if we
shout out, you know, Philip Lindsay. I love him.
Oh, Lindsay, and dude, he's killing it on the fan, bro. He's killing it.
He is. I love Philip Lindsay.
I love to listen.
Phil.
And then you know, Denver native as well. You know, see you.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was, but you hit the nail on the head, and I won't go like a long segment about this, but I'm gonna say you're absolutely right. There's no reason we couldn't call the NFL, couldn't call, you know what I mean, Goodell and be like, hey, like you went and just played that game. Like it's garbage to me, and I'm so glad we're past those days, dude. You don't. I mean,
screw you, Blake Bortles.
Yeah. But look at what we have now, and I don't want to overjump the gun because we'll get good job. That was good, Jay. But those were dark times in our Bronco appreciation, man. People don't realize. Like, I don't actually think people realize that are not sports fans and how much people love the Broncos. Like,
yeah,
bro, we are diehards, bro. Shout out to diehard Vince.
If I didn't have Bubble Murray just creating earthquakes on the planet during COVID, I would have been so depressed because like the Broncos were terrible, embarrassing.
It was rough. So, is it my turn?
It is your turn. You get Teddy 2 gloves.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Bridgewater, how do I explain this? He was like the next Keenum. Oh, he can come to save the day. He can come to save the day.
I get that.
Let's go bring him in. And I think what the Broncos were trying to do is for not every consecutive year, but for a few years in between that sorry, I just got a text. What they were trying to do is a 1-year Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
They weren't yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, he can get us there. Yeah, we can do. No, you're stupid. You guys don't know what you're doing in the fucking front office. This is bullshit. Get Elway out of here. And Elway is a coach. I mean, a president. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Thumbs down.
Yeah.
Elway is a quarterback.
Yeah.
My favorite quarterback that I ever had in my life.
I personally think the whole Bridgewater thing, that was a Vic Fangio thing. Vic Fangio, in the one time he's getting a shot at being a head coach, did not want
to
it
was Elway's decision.
Sink. Though. Yeah, but I mean, it was Vic Fangio really wanting that because he couldn't stand Drew Lock, you know, so he needed an adult.
But it was still Elway's decision at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Joe Ellis wasn't calling that. Dude, he left that shit up to Elway.
Very true. Very true.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. You just talk to me about Bridgewater.
Well, a quick shout out, D-Rock saying the Hall of Famer Kendall Hinton, and that's true. That's not a footnote we should have skipped over. The man is a Hall of Famer. I mean, at the end of the day, we talk about the Super Bowl for Drew Lock and, you know, others having Super Bowls here on this, but, you know, a Hall of Famer, Kendall Hinton. So that's a big deal. But yeah, Rich also saying, you know, it was some baby back bullshit back in the day, looking at all the protocols of Rona and everything going on. And like, yeah, they, you know, it's crazy looking back on highlights of there are some fans, like when they would let some fans, it was like a certain number of fans could attend. So it was like you still heard something, but it was like nothing. Very weird. But he also says Teddy and Stidham are basically the same guys. And that kind of here's where I think he's going with that. And I would agree with him. This is kind of what I saw Bridgewater as well. He was teacher's pet. He was brought in by Fangio, by someone that just wanted a ally in the room, someone to like report back to, kind of a snitch, a spy, if you will. But it is a coach's best friend in that kind of quarterback. And honestly, that's kind of what Stidham is as a coach's best friend. Because, you know, Davis Webb and Stidham are like really, really good friends. And Stidham...
Stiddy and Bo and Davis...
I was going to say the girlfriend club. There's the girlfriend wife club as well. All their spouses, they go on vacations together. Like, it's a big deal. And that's why I personally don't think Stidham's going anywhere, just because that's Bo's guy. Like, that's Davis Webb's guy. Like, the band's not gonna, you know, just, you know, kick someone out. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, are we moving on to Stiddy? Or are we sticking with?
Well, but that's kind of the bridge again, the bridge between the Bridgewater and Stidham that Rich brought up of just, you know, like they are basically the same guys because they're really smart guys, but they're not franchise quarterbacks. They're only gonna have so high of a ceiling, and that's kind of what Bridgewater was. Like, again, we weren't winning a Super Bowl with him. Like, I was not excited.
But Bridgewater looked good. I mean, geez, brain fart. I think Minnesota, right?
Before he basically cut his leg off, or, you know, like his drastic leg injury, his career was over at that point, basically. But before that, yeah, dude, he was a first-round draft pick for a reason. Like, he had crazy talent coming out of Louisville. So,
but once again, that's a dried up quarterback that comes to Denver to try to save
a retread. Correct. Yeah.
All right, I'm on the board. Let's go to Stiddy.
Yeah.
I will. One special shout out. I will do to Bridgewater. That dude killed it in Louisville, dude. That dude killed it in Louisville. That dude was.
And he's killing it in being a high school football coach in Florida. Like, won the state championship or something like that. Like, he's.
I didn't know any of that. That's dope. Yeah. That's cool. I don't want to knock the man. We're just talking about. So everybody out there, we're just talking about the quarterbacks when they came to Denver.
Yeah, like not their entire career.
Exactly.
Yep. And that's why our tidbit about Russell Wilson will probably be pretty short. So go ahead.
Stiddy out here. Man, I saw him preseason last year. Boys out of Auburn had a decent college career. I think that's the correct word, decent college career. I saw him preseason last season, Jay, and I was like, man, this guy is on point, because they didn't want to play Bo, right? Because we knew he was our starter. So Stiddy's out there taking all the preseason snaps and doing this and doing that. So, you know what I will tell you, bro, is when we went into that AFC Championship game, I was Stiddy City. We still got this.
Oh, dude.
We still got this, man.
We built this Stiddy.
Yeah, we built this
Stiddy.
On Denver Broncos.
Absolutely.
But man, he looked horrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Once again, me and George were at that game. And you can't blame the snow. You can't blame that.
He was
blizzard
shaky first half without the snow.
Thank you. Had he won that game, I'm going to go to my opinion, what I said earlier. if he won that game, even if he didn't win the Super Bowl, had he won the championship, he'd be a starter on maybe
He'd make some money.
wherever. Yeah, Jets, Titans, who knows? He didn't turn up. And if he wasn't such great friends with Bo Nix, as you stated, I don't believe he should have a backup quarterback job right now. If he couldn't get us to that Super Bowl against the Patriots, dude, I don't give a shit about the Patriots record last year. I don't give a shit about Drake May. I don't give a shit. The New England showed it who they were in the Super Bowl. They showed it in the AFC Championship who they were. Once you start playing better teams, you're not throwing 4 touchdowns a game. It's over with. It's over with. So Stiddy, yeah, you started the AFC Championship. Wasn't preseason, bro. You got to step up in those situations. And I don't believe Stiddy should be a backup. I'll give the floor to you, Jay.
No, dude, the only positive I will say about Stiddy is the week that I got to have a Stiddy party in Stiddy City. Like, that was generational on social media. I will remember that when I am 80 years old, of the 1 week we all were citizens of Stidisville. I adored it. I connected with so many random new people online. But Stidham was the ultimate, cold feet, man. Like there was so much built up, and I don't think he played as well as he could have. Like, I think Stidham's a better player than what he showed in that game. But,
and then to boot, it actually was a forward pass. Like, if you want to get real about it.
He looked shook. He looked shook by the moment. So,
yeah,
but again, like I said, he ain't going anywhere, dude, because he's part of the bros. He's part of the bros club, and bros don't turn on other bros. And so he ain't going anywhere.
Bros? Even Broncos bros?
Do you even Broncos bro? But yeah, man. And speaking of bros, let me get over here. Right. Dak saying Marcus Mariota should be our backup. What a surprise.
I would not be mad at that, but I get where he's going.
I mean, he actually does profile quite well with Bo and what Bo does. So I do understand the fit. It does fit, but still no, because, he's all about those Oregon quarterbacks. I understand. What do you call 2 Oregon quarterbacks?
Garbage.
Yeah, I was gonna say not Super Bowl winners. Like, did Joey Harrington win one? I don't think so. I can't think of any other quarterback that, I mean, Mariota was not any big whoop. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man.
He did
obviously Dylan Raiola will probably be your best quarterback of all time, is actually what I'm supposed to say.
He did decent with Tennessee. He did decent,
But here, one sec. We'll wait for some of the Russ comments. Obviously, there's a strong opinion about the next guy, and as there should be, because he's the worst. But yeah, I don't have anything more to say on Stiddy. He's here for the next probably 2-3 years. He's not going anywhere.
Well, it looks like it's my go. Yeah, it's my. You got to finish it out first run with Bo Nix, baby.
Oh yeah,
I did this wrong.
My soapbox ready.
The only reason I did it wrong is because I was a Trevor fan. So
yeah, your love for Trevor is apparently stronger than your love for Bo. Says something. I'm gonna put that out on the World Wide Web.
You and your World Wide Web can kiss my ass, Jay.
Okay. Well, the World Wide Web might.
All right. Russell Wilson, late draft picked. Didn't go first round. Fell way back in the draft, to be honest. I don't remember the pick. He was offhand. It says here NC State, but that's not correct. He played for Wisconsin. Yeah, he was a Badger.
Well, he started at NC State.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm like,
he did play both.
That is not. Yeah, he was Wisconsin though. Yeah. And he killed it for Wisconsin because he even beat. I hate to say this, but he beat Ohio State. Pissed me off. but he still fell back in the draft. They didn't win the Natty, but they did beat Ohio State in the Big Ten. So that hurt my feelings a lot. Ohio State all the way, baby. I love my Ohio State. But Russell Wilson came in, played for the Eagles, and killed it, slaughtered it. Could have had back-to-back Super Bowls. Obviously, the biggest bonehead play call ever in a Super Bowl. You know which one I'm talking about, Jay, the interception when you have Marshawn Lynch to run the ball. Horrible decision. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's how I'm going to start off of his Bronco career. I was excited, bro. I was so excited to have someone like Russell Wilson. Like, I didn't like his contract, that 5-year deal. I'm like, what are you guys doing? But whatever his agent did served him well. I mean, it took us years to get through that, dude. Years. His whole thing coming in and saying, let's fly or let's ride, trying to get hype people, he just couldn't get it done on the field. And he had a couple big plays.
Oh yeah.
But he was nowhere. No. You're stupid, bud. I love it.
Yes.
But you want to know? Okay, so I will say this. I was excited about him being here. But of every quarterback on this list, he should have been the one quarterback not on this list.
Oh my god.
Dude's payday was ridiculous, and it put us in shambles. So I'm going to end with that. Russell Wilson, stick with Pittsburgh if you're still there. You know, who knows? But
he's retired. He's officially retired.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to pull one of those Brett Favre things. That was my point. You know what I mean? But I send the room. The floor is yours, Jay.
So
Jay, I got to drop for like 1 second, my bro. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Give me like 30 seconds. You got this, right?
Well, I got more than 30 seconds to say about Russell.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Let me take a drink. So I talked to my cousin back in the day about how I was going to be all done with Russell Wilson. I was going to literally light my jersey on fire and walk away. And he said, don't do that to any jersey. But I was that, mad. Ended up not doing that. So I did wear the Russell Wilson jersey for tonight. And it really hurts my heart to put this back on because I swore I would never put this back on of how disappointed I was in this whole situation. But here we are. The things for Russ. I am finally happy that he did punch back at Sean Payton this last year on social media. After literally taking it figuratively on social media as well as in real life to Sean Payton. Him and Sierra, the whole diva situation, them together. I related a lot to Carmelo and Lala because they both thought they were hot shit and like stars of the nation, and I get why they think that. But like Denver doesn't swing that way. Like we're not impressed necessarily by that. Definitely from a sports community standpoint. That may work in Kansas City with your, obvious superstar singers and, reality television stars. But yeah, man, I didn't like the fakeness that came with Russell. The quarterback is literally the representative of the team to, everybody. And Russ being such a phony leader was embarrassing to have, being mocked on SNL and being mocked all over, the World Wide Web because of just how ridiculous he sounds and how stupid he is. Like, it's just, he needs to, reinvent himself. I hope he does, because like, obviously there's a bad taste in everyone's mouth about him because of the end of his career. If he still thinks he's a Hall of Famer, I hope he like really swings his personality a different way that is way more likable and way more approachable. Because Russ is just, at least in the experience at Denver, with like 15 bathrooms in his house. I don't remember what the number was, but it was something like that.
Yeah, it was, bro.
He can't be, a superstar on Sierra's level. That like it's just it's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if
the whole wife
Russell Wilson
situation
fan.
reminded me of Carmelo Anthony with Lala.
That's what I was saying. Like,
oh,
that's
you already
exactly,
said that?
I just said that. Yep. Like, that was exactly what I thought. And it was basically not Carmelo, the basketball player, chose to leave Denver, but the Carmelo brand chose to leave Denver. And like, there's nothing you can do about that. Like,
no,
it's just not a fit. Not a fit. Like,
it was, yeah, absolutely right. Man, I mean, dude, just the amount of money.
Rip, Lala is Carmelo Anthony's wife. And she was a reality star in herself before Carmelo was even in the NBA.
Yep. She was on Power, if you ever watched that. But anyways, I mean, they don't want to be in Denver because it's not New York City and
correct.
You know what I mean?
The ocean.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. Oh, you want to buy a cabin in the winter? That's cool because guys can act like you actually ski or something. No, you guys are just like, oh, I got a place in Aspen just to say I got a place in Aspen.
Yeah,
like it's bullshit. And the loyalty, such as let's start it off like this. Let's rewind before even Peyton Manning, like an Elway. I refuse to go play in Baltimore. I will not play in Baltimore. I will go play baseball in AA. Not even major leagues, bro. And he goes, it's not for me. Yeah. And when then Denver came up with the trade, I can't remember who the team it was that they traded with in the draft to get Elway.
The Colts.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
My bad. They worked out some kind of deal. But Elway never left Denver. Elway never left Denver. And I sincerely going to say this from the bottom of my heart. I love Peyton Manning being here. But if it wasn't for his neck injury, and then to boot, them drafting Andrew Luck. If they had a halfway season and if they had a so-so quarterback, Manning would have still been a Colt. He would have never been a Bronco. So it's actually in our favor that Andrew Luck got drafted because Peyton Manning knew he wasn't going to be a starter for the Colts.
Yeah.
But when Manning got here, his 5-year deal, you know what? You know what his contract was? Every year he had to do what is it called? A fitness test, all that stuff. He had to do it year by year. So his 5-year contract was actually year by year, as long as he passed what he had to do. But Russell Wilson's was just, here you go. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry. I had to ramble about it. I had to ramble about it a little bit.
I think it was a 3-year guarantee for Russell on the extension. So, I mean, that's why we had the dead money for as long as we did. So, I mean, yeah, and it also does suck because Russ was a convenient time in between ownership change where, like, the Walter Penners, I don't believe at least, had a whole lot to say about it because they weren't involved fully in it by the time Russ was around to get a contract. They had just taken, ownership the last, months before it. So I don't know. It's
it's like the Bridgewater thing. It's like, you got
George Payton basically was running it because they trust George Payton a whole lot. Like that's their guy, actually, not Sean Payton. George, like
no, well, yeah, and I call them the Paytons, even though they're not related. But they're a good duo. They match well with each other.
Yeah,
very
I'm glad.
well.
Yeah, that's one of my egg on my face. I thought George would be far gone and they wouldn't be able to coexist together. But the Paytons have done very well. I'm just surprised it's worked out. Just because
well,
Sean Payton usually doesn't like outsiders. He's very like, if you're in the family, you're in the family. That's why
he's very
like
territorial.
all of his assistants have been with him for like 25 years. Like, he just kind of like the Kubiaks. The Kubiaks have the same thing. They have their boys, like their crew.
Well, you remember
Rick Dennison.
When Manning first got here, him and Kubiak did not see eye to eye.
Yeah, dude. Rick Dennison, I don't care to ever see that guy ever again.
That dude, shouldn't even be mentioned. I agree with you.
Yeah. I don't know. But, hey, we got Slim E Broncos.
That's Biggie. That's Biggie Broncos.
I know, yeah. The Biggie. Thanks for chiming in today.
Hope your health as well, my brother. Your prayers are with
100%. 100%.
With us.
But yeah, man, I guess maybe just to put a bow on Russ, he's literally the worst, dude. He's literally the worst. He stole our money and like, I don't know, had a marketing campaign to do it, like in our face. Like he like boasted about it at the same time, like opened up store in Cherry Creek.
Set us back here.
Yeah. He had a shop in the airport. Yeah, dude, not my cup of tea, man. Not my cup of tea.
I 110%, 100, 200, 1,000, whatever you want to call it, agree with everything that you said.
I can almost guarantee I'll never wear this jersey after tonight. I guess I'll say that, maybe I will again, but like I don't even like seeing this jersey.
I didn't even notice you were wearing it. I didn't even notice you were wearing Wilson.
Yeah, man. It's just, yeah. This is really for Johnny, if he's still watching, like, because I think he thought that I literally was gonna like take a poop on it and like throw it outside.
He said something about going on a road trip, so I don't think he's might be watching. But I will say this: Wisconsin Russell Wilson was a beast. Seattle Russell Wilson was a beast. Denver Russell Wilson. This is the topic of the program.
Well, yeah, his athleticism was shot, man. And like, I didn't realize until he came here where he was on all-time lists for rushing yards. Like, he was in the same company as Michael Vick. And I know like Vick didn't necessarily have a longevity of a career, but like, I had no idea Russ was like even in the company of.
Yeah,
like,
Russell Wilson had legs, bro. Like that dude.
Oh yeah, but I didn't think it was like all time legs. You know, like he's.
Well, like how you were talking about Drew Lock.
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson should probably have more, right?
So yeah, dude. So like one of the biggest things that I'll give Russell Wilson, which I don't think we could have did here because we never really had a. Well, we did have a running back. We had Lindsey was killing it. Dang, I can't remember the other one. But anyways, he can run the option like crazy because you didn't know what he was gonna do. You know what I mean? So when you gave Russell Wilson, and we never utilized the option with Russell Wilson, he was just like. And one thing I will say, we
put him in shotgun,
once
terrible.
again, what I'm gonna say is Russell Wilson, he did not have an offensive line. Dude got rocks.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, but he also was a all-timer of causing his own sacks. He was a jackass when it came to trying to do too much and
just throw away the ball.
Yeah, just get rid of it, asshole. Like we don't. You're old. Like it's not the same thing anymore, man. Like, and he didn't understand that. Like he still played like he was 20, and it's too bad.
110%.
But he's not. I don't think he's all there. Like I don't think
no, because he took a lot of hits.
Yeah. I honestly I really don't think he's like
bro, you know how many hits that guy took when he could have just threw the ball away? Just
Yeah.
throw it away. And then we get back to the line of scrimmage. What are you doing here? I mean, if you got any comments about Wilson, bring them up. If not, man, it's your honors, man. You get to be the first one to talk about.
Be careful, it's spicy.
Because you know what, Doug? I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I'm not on that page. I had to buckle out, but
Yep. Then there's this. And I mean, honestly, dude, we're getting late on the hour here, so I'm not gonna like belabor the point of like the guy that we literally sing praises about 365 days a year. And if you're not doing that, you need to look yourself in the mirror and check yourself if you're a Bronco fan. Do you even Broncos, bro? Is really what that should come with.
Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Correct. 100%. 100%. Like, obviously, dude, Bo is it, man. He's the guy. And he's, more importantly, the fit for Sean Payton guy. Again, we always talk about, like, if the quarterback and the, offensive play caller doesn't have to be head coach. Maybe it could be OC in a lot of situations, but whoever is controlling the offense and the quarterback, like, that has to be in unison, and the play calling has to only be the skill set of the quarterback. And Sean Payton's very, very good at that, and I will give him that. And we'll see about Davis Webb. That's yet to be said.
It is but I got confidence.
Yeah, I have confidence as well. But I mean, dude, at the end of the day, like, Bo Nix has already taken us to a conference championship, like, in his second year. Think of it in that way. Yeah, he didn't play that game, but he took us to the game. Like,
yeah, and if he played, we would have went to the Super Bowl.
That's incredible. Like, just in and itself. So, like, if that's what we're projecting, if that's his baseline here in year two, dude, the dude has a good, 10-year window here. Like, if he wants to play that long, of like, holy cow, this could be like a guy's that, I mean, he's obviously signing another contract, right? Like, after his rookie contract, that'll be another 5, and then he'll probably have another contract after that. So, like, we are in the early days of someone that will probably be on our team 10 years from now. Isn't that crazy?
And this is what we call a franchise quarterback.
Yes, that is what we call that. I mean, that's Josh Allen never going anywhere but Buffalo. Mahomes never going anywhere but Kansas City. Like, they're stapled goods that, like, it's just, that's their team. And Bo Nix is going to reign over the Broncos, I feel like, for the next, lot of years here. 2 contracts worth. So,
okay, you get me hype over here.
Yeah, man. Dude, the future is so green for Bo Nix. So, yeah, man. Pastures. I just hope that his body doesn't fail him and we don't have chronic ankle problems. And, Sean Payton was making too much of it, because, I mean, that was the scuffle at the end of last year. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see about it.
So in your point, I'm going to bring this up. This is one of the reasons I don't believe we drafted Coleman to come replace Dobbins or anything like that.
I'm sorry, what?
Go, Jonah! That's the only time I'm not going to get mad at Jay. But we brought in more stability where he doesn't have to run on his own. You don't want a quarterback having the most rushing yards on the team, dude.
Like, yeah, that's not a good thing.
Come on, man. Like, let's get real about that. But I believe he's going to have that new season where, I'm sorry, Jay, were you done or?
Oh, no. No, you're good. Finish your thought.
Okay. I just believe we brought someone like Coleman in and brought Waddle in to make Bo's life easier, man.
Yep.
There's more options. There's new play calling coming out. And anybody that wants to fucking disagree about me on this fucking take can kiss my ass. Because I will tell you this. We are protecting Bo Nix right now. And I didn't mean to go off like that. My bad, Jay. But I'm telling the God on
No! Stand up with your chest out there, Tim. There you go.
I am telling you, we're making these moves to protect Bo. And not only Bo, but J.K. Dobbins. Yep. Let's put a lineup in there. Let's
More
get
weapons.
This done. Let's go get this done.
We had to go on
that AFC. We had to go in the AFC Championship without J.K. and without Bo, and still barely lost over one bullshit freaking mistake by Stiddy. This year, dude, bro.
It's full-fledged.
I feel sorry for teams this year. I'm getting off topic. Bo Nix, I'm gonna make this real quick. Bo Nix is the best thing that happened to the Broncos since Peyton Manning. Bo Nix is the best thing that's happened to the Broncos since Peyton Manning. And we got to stand. We got to stand by Bo, and we got to believe that he's gonna get us to the motherland, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, do you even bow, bro? Write that down, okay? Is Dak, you still out there? I'm gonna need that on a shirt, a hat. Do you even bow, bro? Here we are, again, top of the mountain, top of the, king of the castle, king of the castle.
You see all the fallen ones down there, right? The fallen ones, Bridgewater, Flacco, Wilson. You know what I mean? They're all down there, man.
Yep.
Bo
It's
is
Bo.
our leader.
Let me get some comments in here.
Go ahead, my brother.
Tim. All right.
Go
Hey, we got friend of the show, Alex Ramirez in the house.
What up, Alex? All right.
The legend himself.
Final word,
making
baby.
An appearance. Absolutely, dude. Speaking of legends, we got Cody, Still Up Sports in the house. Sorry, I'm late, boys. Dude, you're always late. Because you're always on.
Yeah,
late.
Still Up Sports. Hey, Cody and Alex, I will tell you this, man. You go back and rewatch this show because this show has been a blast, man. This show has been a blast. You guys will love it. You guys know both of you guys are always welcome on the Orange and Blue Network.
For sure. We got Bonkers, Broncos in the house. Always love Bonkers, dude. He's good people as well. Speaking of good people. And then let's see here. Rich being a Debbie Downer. I wish I had.
Come on, Rich. I invited you on the show. This is
how could you, Rich? Fucking pissing on my bonfire.
My heart.
But I understand the point. I do understand the point. He had. I noted that quite heavily on Tuesday night of like, yeah, he was dynamite in the fourth corner, sucked balls in the first and second.
Well, one thing he needs to fucking figure out this year, excuse my language again, I'm sorry, but to find Ingram. Dude, I went to 8 games last year, or 7 games last year, and I saw Ingram open over the middle of the field I don't know how many times. Get Ingram involved, and that's good. Dude, because now you got Waddle, you get Ingram involved, and now you got 3-headed monster at running back. Dude,
well,
no reason why anyone's going to get doubled up. Everyone's going to be worried, where are we going?
If Ingram doesn't get anything for a second straight year, we will know it's not because of Sean Payton. It wasn't strategically not giving him looks last year. It's a Bo thing. It's a timing thing. It's an Ingram thing.
Dude, Ingram was open all year long. I'm just saying.
Was he running the right route? Was he on time? There's so many things that he was open, but was he supposed to be there?
I will say yes to that because Ingram is a great route runner as a tight end. I think Bo just ran out of pocket a lot, too many times.
Sure.
That's my take on it.
Cody in the house saying Bo is prime for year 3. It's going to be a breakout season. Rich says to be a true franchise quarterback, you must win a Super Bowl. I think you're right. I mean, but at the end of the day, I think you have to be in contention for a Super Bowl in a number of years.
Yeah.
You can't be a one and done in a contender. I'm talking 5 years. You need to be a contender, even if you don't win it. Like Josh Allen, to me, is still a franchise quarterback. He hasn't won a Super Bowl, but Josh Allen is
It's like a Joe Burrow, one of the greatest quarterbacks that's on the field this year.
Yeah.
No defense. No, what?
He's definitely a franchise quarterback.
You shrug it off, but dude has no help on defense. He can't do it all on his own, man. And then his line is collapsing too. So you got to look at quarterbacks. There's a certain thing I will say. Franchise quarterbacks could be franchise quarterbacks. You just got to surround them with talent.
Yep. And you have to protect them. And if you refuse to do the right things and only get toys for them it's basically raising a child without ever making them brush their teeth or have vegetables. Here's candy all the time. Here's Chase. Here's Higgins. Here's this and that. But you refuse to invest in the offensive line to protect all your assets. Stupid as hell. But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. But I feel you. I feel you, Jay. I feel you.
Shy saying we need Bo on this show. Shy, I'm gonna tag you with that task. Hit up Bo. Get Bo on the show. We will forever be grateful.
I just got off the phone with Bo. He said he's down week 1.
Do it. And then Tim, to close us out real quick, we've hit the nail on the head, I think, for Bo. But to close us out, I do have a real quick thing here. Rich says Jonah is here to replace Dobbins. Cody, if JK goes down early, Jonah could easily go for 1,000 yards in his rookie year. Jay, what year in Jonah Coleman's career does he go for 2K? So there's a lot to unpack here. All right.
Let me digress here, and I'm gonna.
Jonah Court is in session. I will now take arguments.
I am gonna take all you foos. The key word is if JK goes down, and I believe.
What's the predictability of that if?
Let me finish, Jay. Let me finish, because I believe Jonah's going to be brought into a system, and with Waddle there, and Bo Nix coming into a new offensive coordinator, I believe we're going to protect JK a lot more. Jonah is definitely not a first down running back right now. I'm not going to lie. And if JK does go down early, I'm giving the ball to Harvey. I'm sorry. Until Jonah can take his place. If Jonah can outrun, give it to Jonah all day. I am not putting Jonah in a system of this Broncos of what we're going for this year just to start running the ball first down. I'm not going to do it. I'm not signing off on it. I love that he's here. I believe he's our future running back. I believe he's our future Clinton Portis, Terrell Davis, however you want to put it. Bobby Humphrey, whatever. I believe he can be that guy. But here's the thing. You got to crawl before you walk, baby. Like, you go show what you got. The job is yours to take, and Davis will see that. If it's in the damn cards, do it. But you're not taking JK's job off the bat. You're hoping for him to get hurt, and this is what hurts my feelings about so many Bronco fans. You guys are worried about the injuries, and I get it because he's been injured. He's been unwarranted, injury prone since Ohio State. I get it, but I feel this year's a different system for him. I believe we got a 3-headed monster.
Is it not just fair to say though that like haven't the fan bases throughout the NFL that have had the J.K. Dobbins experience said the exact same thing every single offseason that he's coming off an injury? Like, no, guys. This is the year. This is the year you buy all the stock because he's not going to get hurt.
I'm gonna go buy a Dobbins. I'm gonna go buy a Dobbins jersey, and I'm coming on nothing rhymes. I swear.
It's literally the definition of insanity. For us to expect something different is actually crazy. So
whatever, Jay. You got your fan base.
I got my posse. You got your posse. We'll click it. West Side Story. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a battle, and I hope Shy, dude, you're 100%. I will hope for JK's help.
Thank you, Shy. Because, Shy's on my team.
At the end of the day, if JK never gets hurt, the Broncos are in their best form. And the most optimal amount of wins for this team is JK every single game being the starter. 100%.
What I would like is JK to go out on a career without an injury and then Coleman taking over that. That's what I would love to see.
That's the succession plan, even if it's like JK gets 2 more years here. And this year and the next. But like Coleman is gonna be it. Like
I'm not saying he's not gonna be, but it's not coming. It's not coming week 1. I'll tell you that.
Dude, if Dobbins gets hurt week 1, I'm going to be insufferable. I'll probably not be able to be on a show for a week because I'll sit in a dark room and just like figure out what I'm going to do with my life.
You think you won't be on the show?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm no longer invited to the OUTKAST when that happens. And I say, not if, when. When. It's just when. Week 12? 13, 15?
Never. We're gonna go win a Super Bowl with all three of these running backs.
Okay.
That's the goal. Let's keep all our guys healthy.
Yep. Hey,
Thank you, Dak.
absolutely. And Dak, I would absolutely
I got my
100%.
posse. I got my
See, but
posse.
I would 100% agree with that if his injuries were because he was some workhorse getting crazy amount of carries that he just couldn't handle physically.
I will fly to Nebraska right now.
Come on now.
Oh, I'll see you week 2. I will see you week 2.
Let's yeah. I mean, JK's great and all, but let's not be telling fibs.
Oh, Jay, I can't wait. Your parents ain't gonna be there. We're gonna go. We're going at it.
Well, I will have my children.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I know. So you don't get the completely unfiltered. You'll get somewhat buttoned up here.
You know what? I'll have my kids too. So.
Yeah. RJ Harvey. Yeah, dude, I respect the people that think Harvey is the guy that will take the step.
Oh my God! Hold on.
I believe that far more than Dobbins.
You're giving
I believe
Harvey. And then talking shit about Dobbins.
Dobbins
what are
is
you
going to get
doing
hurt
over there, Jay?
If Harvey gets the opportunity and runs with it and is amazing, good for him.
Harvey is
good
next
for him.
in line. There's no doubt about it. What pisses me off is that you're like, Harvey, go Harvey. And you're like, oh, Dobbins will be hurt in week 1. What the hell, Jay? What are you doing over here?
We're
trying to win a
week
Super
1,
Bowl, and you're like, oh, yeah. Coleman
starting running back. He's out.
I can't wait till week 2. Me and George, we're in this together because I got Dobbins, he's got Harvey. We're all over you, bud.
Yeah, you guys gonna show up with like sacks of potatoes and just hit the hell out of me? Like,
I'm gonna tell Libre, do not invite this guy to the tailgate.
Yep. Just ignore him when he gets here. Just turn your head. There's
gonna be a big old banner of Dobbins and Harvey.
Yep. But yeah, dude, RJ will get care. RJ is a solidified 2. He ain't going anywhere, and he's going to be one of the best 2s in the league. Like Harvey's still going to. I think he had 12 touchdowns last year or something like that in his rookie year. Amazing. I think he's. I mean,
and he'll get it. Start all year.
He'll get
start all year.
He'll get 8 to 10 this year for sure. Or just because of the injury last year, like he got.
Coleman will have like 1.
Yeah. Coleman's having more than 1, bud. Easy,
dude,
easy.
I'm gonna say this again. The only way Coleman is getting a touchdown. The only way Coleman's getting a touchdown is a breakout over 20 yards because they're not gonna put him in on the goal line when you got Harvey or Dobbins. Yep. It's not gonna happen.
Yep. We'll see. We're fixing to find out, as they say.
Run the comments out, bro, and let's do our outro.
Yep. We're up to speed on comments, really. I mean, George just said RJ isn't relying on an injury for increased touches.
Oh, I love that take. Good job, George. Get it, George.
I don't know about all that. There's more mouths to feed this year than last. Hello. Like, Coleman exists. Yeah, hi. Like,
he still hasn't played a snap in the NFL, so
yeah.
We got to see it before we believe it. So.
We'll see.
As always, guys, everyone that's in the comment group, thank you so much. Normally my brother George is here to do the outro, but he's not here tonight. He always gets honors. Jay, I had a great time with you tonight, bro. As always, thank you for coming on a Thursday, man. That's 4 straight.
100%, dude.
I love it, dude. And look,
chilling with the kitties.
Yes, sir. Bro, you asked me for an hour and a half, and you're the one who kept going. We're at 2 hours.
That's true.
Now,
dude,
so
it's hard to stop once you're going.
You can't blame me, Jay. You can't blame me. But, Jay, do me the honors, man. Tell me what you thought about the show. Tell me about our viewers. Tell me about whatever you want to talk about, man. Give me a great outro, my brother. Jay the Dreamweaver.
Yeah, dude. You know, it's been fun, dude. I always enjoy, obviously, my time. That's why, 4th week in a row. I've got a full month in now as an OUTKAST member. So I appreciate, everything you bring to it and everything that this show represents, man. Like, you're killing it as always. You bring a completely different flavor, to what we do here, than everybody else, man. And that's the whole point, is be different, dude. Average is boring. Don't be common. So, dude, you live that, as do I, and as do a lot of the homies in the chat. That's what this network's all about. It's just chilling, having kitties and talking shit about Russell Wilson. Like just normal Bronco stuff. Like, come on.
And letting everyone know Coleman's not going to start. Yeah, I get it.
Well, that's just constructive disagreements that we will just continue to have throughout the season, So we will see. We will see. Like I said, we're fixing to find out. It'll be happening. So last thing I'll say is just, Cody, shout out, meow, meow, meow.
So I'm going to start off my outro. I want to thank everybody out there in the chat tonight because, man, we were getting one after another about the quarterback, what the thing was tonight of what we did. It was a thought in my head. You know what? Let's go for Manning to Bo Nix. I called Jay, the Dream Weaver, last minute today, and he's like, oh, I'm definitely down for that show. And you know what? What I'm going to say, everyone out in the comments, you guys had great points. Do me or Jay particularly agree with all those comments? No. But this is why we do the show. Because me and Jay don't agree on shit.
Nope.
We don't agree on nothing. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give a huge shout out to my brother from another mother, Jay, the Dream Weaver over there, man. Thank you so much for coming on. Not even just tonight, but 4 weeks straight on a Mile High Outcast, man. I like it, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Normally we have like 4 guests or something like that. I like this one-on-one that we got going on tonight, man. It was just a great, great show. So thank you.
It's always
so
a pleasure.
I appreciate you so much, brother. I know you guys. Shout out to your stepson for doing what he's doing in track, man. Shout out to your sons for doing what they're doing in hockey, man. One thing that I'm going to tell everybody out there, man, is that everybody on this network is a great dad. And I love all the dad. I'm not taking anything away from mothers. I am not taking anything away from mothers. But everybody that I know on this network takes care of their own, and I love that. I love talking about our kids and what life is. I love my Yaya and Boo Boo coming in and saying hi. They even go on Libre show. They even go on Nothing Rhymes. They go on Broncos Bros. Hey, how you doing? I love that about my kids, man. So you know what? One of the most precious things that we can ever have in life, and I want everyone to know this, is our kids mean everything to us on this network. This is a family show. Sometimes I do throw the F-bomb around a little loosely, but, my apologies. What I will say, Jay the Dream Weaver is one of the greatest guys in the world that you'll ever meet, and I'm so privileged to have him for 4 straight weeks. 4 straight weeks. So, Jay, you got nothing but love from the Mile High Outcast, Tim Dog over here. Yeah, wipe your eyes. Wipe your eyes over there, because you are a badass mofo, and you deserve to be acknowledged, dude. You are, dude, literally from day one, you've had my back through this podcast since before I had a podcast. When I met your parents, you were a great person to meet, and we gave each other a hug. This is the kind of person I want to give, because this is the Mile High Outcast, and this is the person that I am. I got to give credit where credit's due. Jay Weaver is a great dad, a great podcaster, a great worker, a great person, a great friend to ever have in my life, and I am honored. I am honored, my brother, and I want to give you that because, dude, you mean the world to me, bro. You mean
man.
World to me. And then, you know what? I'm gonna. Did you want to respond to that, or do you want me to finish?
No, I mean, it's reciprocated. Yeah, dude, you're a great guy, and like that's what this network's all about. That's what being it's not even being a Bronco fan, because obviously we're all Bronco fans, but just being active in the community that is Broncos country. I think that's something that is kind of a differentiating aspect to what we do, and who we talk to on the internet and the things we interact with all the shows that everybody produces and content that, we're all amateurs, some of us are not, but a lot of us are. So it's cool to just get together.
Our content on Orange and Blue is lit, man. And then when you guys get to come in town, Dude, Johnny just coming in a few weeks ago, man. We went and barbecued at George's house, man. I loved it. Dude, you're sending that to me. I don't give a shit what you say. All right, but let me take us out, ladies and gentlemen. Jay the Dream Weaver, thank you so much for being here. I want to thank out the sponsors. We got Joey, we got Lily's Beauty Salon. Please go check them out. Broncos Bros, do you even Broncos Bros? To the CEO, Johnny, that does nothing rhymes. Libre, what's happening? Adon does a great show with you guys too, man. Everything's great. To Biggie Bronco and to Alex, I hope health is all well. And you know what? I will say this. We care about people outside of this network because all your guys' support, you get the same support back from us. You know, you got Still Up Sports that is killing it, man. Cody's over there killing it. You got all this stuff going around. This is one of the greatest networks around, and all the friends that are involved with this network, we thank you so much. I want to thank my daughters for always coming through and leaving comments. Here's where I'm going out. I'm going to take us out, Jay. Jonah Coleman will not start week 1.
Oh, how dare you.
Dobbins.
How dare you.
And I got the final word, as Alex would say. We out. Thank you guys.
Never again. Never.
Turn it up. Let the city feel the bass. Every word's a touchdown.